this road being closed off and on due to winds and ice and things like that. And you know, it's a little windy. It's Wyoming, and but it's not that bad. You know, I said a little prayer last night and just asked that the weather be mild and that I can get through here safely. And you know, so far it's looking pretty good. I checked the weather this morning, you know, through my route, and said it was gonna be sunny, and it is. It's real sunny, and right now it's like 48 degrees. Pretty decent. So I'm gonna stop here in a couple hours and take a shower and eat, and then head on out again. But yeah, I just keep looking around, and I mean, it's pretty out here, but I still wouldn't want to live out here. It's wow, got a little bit dark. It's not dark, it's the sun, the way it's hitting the window. But anyway, like I was saying, I wouldn't want to live out here because of the wind. It's always windy out here, and my sister went to college out here, and I came out, my first time being in Wyoming was for her graduation. And man, it was cold and windy, so I can't even imagine how she did it. Yeah. So anyway, there is snow on the ground, but it's in those little ditches and stuff where the sun doesn't get to it very much to melt it. So looks like I got an answered prayer, and it actually, the signs on the road are saying between Sunday night and Monday morning it's gonna be you know, slick, icy, and it's Saturday today, so that was my plan to be through Wyoming by today without having to stop for weather or anything. So that's pretty good. Very good. But yeah. Anyway, so not a whole lot's been going on lately. I had a delivery last night, and so they give me routing. The company gives me routing, and it doesn't always match up with my GPS, my navigator. Usually my navigator wants me to take like a shorter route or a faster route than what the company tells me. And but I was like, I looked at the route that the GPS wanted me to take, and it was just way too far out of the way. And so I put it in there, and it was estimated that it was going to take like 6 hours to get to where I was going. So I left with plenty of time to get there, and the closer I got with like all the hills and the traffic and stuff, that time was getting closer and closer to when I had to deliver. I had to deliver at 5 o'clock. When I left, it said I would be there at 4. I was like, that's perfect. That gives me, if I need to, I can take a half-hour break and still be there half an hour early. Well, the closer I got, that time kept increasing. And then, so I got to where it wanted me to get off at and go around, and I was like, no. So I kept going and followed the routing, and it ended up putting me through the Rockies, and I was doing like 20 miles an hour most of the time. But once I got through it, I had saved like an hour and a half of my time. I ended up getting to Denver by like 3 o'clock. I was like, wow, that's plenty of time. So I went in, I ate, and got out, and still got there early. So that worked out pretty well. And you know, I checked with my DM before I left, before I headed out that day yesterday, and I was like, you know, because the highway that they had on my routing, I mean, it winds in and out, and I was like, well, which exit do you guys want me to take? Because I'm like, I can take this exit right here. It's because there was a tunnel. I had a 14-foot trailer, 14-foot high, and that tunnel was rated for 1311. So I was like, where is it that you want me to get off at? And I told him the exit that I was looking at, and he was like, yeah, that's the one. I was like, okay, because my GPS is telling me to take another route, and it's way out of the way. So that worked out yesterday, and I still had time after that to go pick up this load, and I just went back to the yard and slept there, got up, and headed out. So otherwise I wouldn't be able to make it to where I'm going today. So yeah, so things have been working out pretty well past few days, and yeah, so hopefully I can get some DEF. I don't know if they'll give it to me. I keep requesting it, and they're like, oh, well, you have enough to make it this far, and they calculate how many gallons they give me and how far that can get me. But the problem is the gallons that they give me isn't always what I get. It's rarely what I get. So like, say they give me 5 gallons of DEF, I only get 4. So, and they're estimating with that 5 gallons I can get 1,000 miles. Well, I'm only getting 4 gallons. So they don't take that into account. And I kind of ran into an issue yesterday. I kept telling them that the day before I sent 3 fuel requests saying I need DEF. And they're like, well, you can get there, you can get to this fuel stop and whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I wake up the next morning and it's flashing red. My check engine light's on. So I'm like, guys, I need DEF. So they send me across the street and give me 5 gallons, which I get 4. And then I had to drive the rest of the day yesterday. And now I'm driving about 500 miles today. And so we'll see, that's about 800 miles right there between those 2 days. So we'll see. And I sent another fuel request this morning and didn't get anything. But so I'll just see what happens. But anyway, other than all that, it's been pretty good. So, alright, reach for the sky, thank a trucker.